Hello guys, in today's video we are going to discuss India political. So we are going to take India political map and we are going to discuss it from top to bottom with respect to UPSC preliminary point of view. So this is the question split up of map question. Each year, if you could see, there are almost 5 to 6 question is being asked in the recent time. So if you in 2015, if you could see, from 4 to 6 questions are being asked. In last 2 years there were 5 questions. So these 5 questions are in general from map. Like map questions can be from India political, or it can be physical, or it can be world geography. Like world geography means it can be from oceans and the bordering nations and various things like that. So among these 5 questions, at least 1 or 2 question is being asked from map. So that is the 1 or 2 question is being asked from India political. So from India political, at least you will get 2 to 4 marks every year. So with those 2 or 4 marks in mind, I am making this video so that the fundamentals with respect to India political is clear, and we are not making any mistake with respect to fundamentals. So if you could see, this is the 2017 question paper. In 2017 preliminary, there were 3 questions from map. So these were all the 3 questions. In which of the following pairs of states indicate the easternmost and westernmost? This was very fundamental. Which are all the easternmost and westernmost state? And it is nothing but Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. So, and this was an interesting riddle based question. If you are traveling from Kohima is in Nagaland and Kottayam is in Kerala. If you are traveling from Kohima to Kottayam, what is the minimum number of states through which you have to pass? You can pass through any number of states and reach. So you are starting from Kohima and coming to Kottayam in Kerala. So how many states, minimum, what is the minimum number of states you will cross? So that was the question which they asked. And if you see this, so 58th question is about mixture of both political and physical. Here if you could see, in India, Himalayas are spread over 5 states only. So Himalayas is spread over more than 5 states. It is almost 7 states. Western Ghats is spread over 5 states only. No, Western Ghats is spread over 6 states. Pulicat Lake is spread over 2 states, so that is true. So only third statement is right in this question. So here how they are asking, they are taking physical features and overlapping it into political map and asking in how many states it has been spread. So these are all the types of map questions which the UPSC is asking. This is a question from 2018. Among which of the following cities is the one? Which one lies on the longitude closest to that of Delhi? So this is Delhi. So there is a longitude which is passing through Delhi. So which of the following cities is lying the closest? If you could see, Hyderabad will be like this, and Nagpur will be like this, and Pune will be far away, and Bangalore is the answer. Bangalore lies exactly in the same latitude, same longitude of Delhi. So the longitude which is starting from Delhi passes through Bhopal and Bangalore. So they are in almost straight line. So B is the right answer. So they didn't ask, they are just asking which of the following lies closest. Okay, closest. So Bangalore and Bhopal are the closest ones. So Bangalore is the answer here. So this is how they are asking, guys. See, if you could take in 2019, they asked about forest cover. So which of the following state is having the largest amount of forest cover? Again, it is a mixture of both political and physical. So they asked us to arrange it in ascending order. So the answer was Maharashtra is having the least. Then we are having Madhya Pradesh, then 4, then 1. So it is 3, 2, 4, 1. C is the answer. So this is based on the forest survey report 2019. In 2019, there was a report called Forest Survey report, which is released by Ministry of Environment and Forest, and based on that report only they have asked this particular question. So these are all the models of question which they are asking. It can be anyone. See, this is and the questions which is being asked from India political is very random. Okay, so in order to address this randomness, it is very difficult to study the nook and corner of India political. So what I decided was, in this video we are going to discuss the fundamentals of India political, so that if the question which is of very fundamental type, if it comes, we should not miss it. A lot of people tend to make mistakes in the fundamentals. So let us understand the fundamentals of India political with respect to the states and union territories, positioning of each states, what are all the boundaries of each state, how many states share boundary, have international boundary with how many countries. Those basics we'll see in this today's video. So before starting the India political, the first and foremost thing which each and everyone should know is they should know the details of all the states. That is, the first basic step is to learn all the capitals. I find a lot of students, when they are starting the first attempt, they are not having this idea about these capitals. Especially the northeastern states, still many struggle to remember the capital. So the first step is to memorize all the 28 states' name and their capital with respect to their position in the map. So that is very important. So India is having 28 states. Of course, it was 29 states and 7 union territories last year till 2019. In 2019 June we had this Jammu and Kashmir. In August we had this Jammu and Kashmir bill. So after that Jammu and Kashmir was not a state, so it became 28. And instead it was made into 2 union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir as a one union territory and Ladakh as another union territory. So number of union territory became 9. Then what happened? They merged the 2 other union territory called Daman and Diu and Dadar Nagar Haveli. So Daman and Diu was a separate union territory, Dadar Nagar Haveli was a separate union territory. They both merged it. And hence now it is 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, this is the present status of India. So this is the India political map. So the first step which you have to do is memorize all the capital, guys, especially the northeastern state. That is Arunachal Pradesh capital is Itanagar, Assam's capital is Dispur, Meghalaya Shillong, and this area people tend to confuse only here. Kohima is the capital of Nagaland or Manipur, like that. So Kohima is the capital of Nagaland, Manipur for Imphal, and Mizoram for Aizawl. So like that you form your own mnemonics and just remember to remember the capital names for all the states. So that is the first step towards learning the India political. So take the atlas and remember all the capital including their position within the map. So that is also very important. So the next thing which we are going to see is international borders. From this tabular column it is clear. So what we are going to discuss is the country which is sharing maximum length of international border. Which country is having the maximum? India shares its boundary with which of the following nation at the maximum. So this is actually the descending order which I have given here. So Bangladesh is first. We are having a lot of border disputes going now between China and Nepal. Bangladesh is first, then we are having China with 3,400 kilometers, then Pakistan. So Pakistan stands third, and then fourth is Nepal. Okay, after Nepal it is Myanmar, Bhutan, and then Afghanistan. So Afghanistan is also having a small border of 106 kilometers in Ladakh. So this is the descending order. You have to remember this descending order, guys, because this can also be a potential question. We don't know which question they will be asking, but this is a fundamental. So Bangladesh, China, Pakistan, Nepal, Myanmar, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. So this is going to be the descending order. Now we can see another aspect to this also. Another aspect to this is that which of the following states share border with which countries? Like Bangladesh is being shared by which of the following states? So if you could see, Bangladesh and Nepal is having the maximum share. Bangladesh is sharing border with 5 Indian states, and then which is for Nepal is also sharing the border with 5 Indian states. With respect to length it is Bangladesh, but with respect to the number of states it is both Bangladesh and Nepal. Both are being shared by 5 states. Okay, but if you see China, it is 4 states and 1 union territory, because Ladakh has become a union territory, and with Pakistan it is 3 states and 2 union territory, both Ladakh and JNK. So this is the actual numbers which you have to remember. That is Bangladesh and Nepal 5 states. Then we are having China, Myanmar, Bhutan with 4 states. Then we are having Pakistan with 3 and Afghanistan with 1 union territory. So this is how the numbers work here. Let us see that in map and have a good understanding. Let us start with the Bangladesh. Bangladesh is sharing with 5 states. That is, 1 is West Bengal, 2 here is Assam. So Assam is having a small border here and another small border here. Okay, between Meghalaya and Tripura there is another border with Bangladesh. So Assam is 2. Then we are having Meghalaya as 3. Okay, so 4th one is Tripura. So Tripura is here and Mizoram is here finally. So Mizoram also shares border. Generally, with respect to a perspective, we tend to skip this Mizoram because Mizoram is in this side. We'll remember Mizoram only with Myanmar, but Mizoram also shares the border here. So it is sharing the border near the Chittagong region. So this is the Chittagong region. So near Chittagong region, it is also sharing the border. So 5 states: Mizoram, Tripura, Assam, Meghalaya, and West Bengal. So 5 is for Bangladesh. So next, if you could see with respect to Nepal, so Nepal also is sharing border with 5 states. So Nepal, let us start with Uttarakhand here. So this is where the border dispute is going on, the Kalapani issue between Uttarakhand, near the Uttarakhand border with Nepal. So Uttarakhand first, then we are having Uttar Pradesh, then we are having Bihar, and then West Bengal. So here people will tend to forget this West Bengal and they will go to Sikkim directly. So West Bengal is having a small border here with Nepal and another small border here with Bhutan. So this thing which we have to remember here. So West Bengal is sharing border with Nepal. So Sikkim 1, West Bengal 2, Bihar 3, Uttar Pradesh 4, and Uttarakhand 5. So these are all the 5 states with which the Nepal is sharing the border. So now let us go to the next one. Let us start with China now. So with respect to China, if you could see, we saw that it is 4 states and 1 union territory. The 4 states were Himachal Pradesh 1, Uttarakhand 2. So Uttarakhand is also sharing border with Tibet. Then we are having Sikkim here. Okay, 3. Here only we had this Doklam standoff. In 2017 there was a standoff with China, and that was Doklam standoff. And in 2020 we are having another standoff at Ladakh, which is going now presently. So this is the first was Himachal Pradesh, then Uttarakhand, then Sikkim, and then we are having Arunachal Pradesh here. So all these 4 states share border with China. So with respect to China border, since it is going on in news, we are having border dispute with China in 2 main areas. So one is China is claiming the entire Arunachal Pradesh as theirs, and they are also claiming this Aksai Chin region. So this is the Aksai Chin region in Jammu and Kashmir. This triangle is already being occupied by China, and they are claiming that it is theirs. So and here only we are having this spot where the present standoff is going on, exactly in this region near Ladakh. So this is the place where Daulat Beg Oldi is located, and then here only the present standoff is going on. Daulat Beg Oldi, where the 20 Indian soldiers were killed by the Chinese army. So this is with respect to China. So Ladakh is a union territory. So Ladakh is sharing border. So 4 states and 1 union territory. With respect to China, it is 4 plus 1. 4 states and 1 union territory. So we have to be specific with this. They can ask a statement that it's sharing border with 5 states. Okay. Earlier it was Jammu and Kashmir, so 5 states were right. Now Ladakh has become a union territory, so it is 4 states plus 1 union territory. Like that only they might confuse you in the statements. After China, let us go to Bhutan now. So Bhutan is sharing border with how many states? So one we are having is Sikkim here. It is sharing border with Sikkim. Then we are having West Bengal. Then we are having Assam, and finally we are having Arunachal Pradesh. So it is 4 states. So Bhutan is sharing border with 4 states: Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh. Again, we tend to forget this West Bengal here. So West Bengal is also sharing border with Bhutan. Sikkim, West Bengal, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh. That is with respect to the Bhutan, where we had this Doklam standoff. And next, if we come with Myanmar, Myanmar is also being shared by 4 states. One is Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, we will remember Mizoram, Manipur, and Nagaland. Mizoram, Manipur, and Nagaland are sharing border with Myanmar. We will remember that, but we will forget this Arunachal again. We tend to remember Arunachal only with Tibet. Arunachal is also sharing a border with Myanmar. So it is Arunachal, Nagaland, Manipur, and Mizoram. So Mizoram is sharing border with 2 international territories. One is Bangladesh, another is Myanmar. So this thing we have to remember. If we come to the western part, in western part we are having none other than Pakistan. So Pakistan border, in Pakistan border we have Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab. So Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab are the 3 states. So Pakistan is 3 plus 2. 3 states and 2 union territories, that is Punjab, Rajasthan, and Gujarat are the states, and Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are union territories. So these are all the borders here. So you have to remember this Ladakh border, guys. So Ladakh border is starting from here. So almost 3/4 of the Jammu and Kashmir is now with the Ladakh. So that thing you have to be very clear. Ladakh is sharing border with Pakistan. It is also sharing border with Afghanistan, and also sharing border with China. So this is that small 100-kilometer region where Afghanistan is having the border with India. So this is Ladakh. So Afghanistan is also having the border with India, this 108-kilometer territory. So we are also sharing border, but unfortunately this is the line of control. So since the line of control is like this here, this region is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and it is under the Pakistan control. So we are not having the direct land contact because of Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So with respect to international boundary, just remember the descending order or ascending order. If it is ascending order, it is Afghanistan, Bhutan, and Myanmar. Okay, remember both because the question can be in both the ways. So the next aspect is further going detail. Among all the states, which state is sharing the maximum border? Among all the states, which state is sharing the maximum border? So among the states, it is West Bengal. So West Bengal is having the maximum border of 2,500 kilometers. So West Bengal is having 2,500 kilometer long international border. Which state is having the longest international border? It is West Bengal is having. Earlier it was Jammu and Kashmir. Since Jammu and Kashmir has become union territory, now it is West Bengal is one which is having the largest international border. Followed by West Bengal, it is Arunachal Pradesh. And then only we are having Rajasthan. So this is actually the descending order given here. You just remember the top 3. West Bengal is having the largest international border, followed by Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is with we know West Bengal is sharing border with 3 states, that is 3 nations, that is Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. So we have to remember 3. And then we are having Arunachal. Arunachal is sharing border with 2 nations, that is China and Myanmar. and then we are having Rajasthan. Rajasthan is completely sharing its border with Pakistan. And then fourth we are having Tripura. This Tripura is coming as fourth, will be a shocker because it is a small state only, but still it is having a bent border like this. So since it is having bent border, this entire region will be considered. So if it is stretched, it is going to be like this. So Tripura is having the maximum border. It is at the fourth place. So next, if you could see, the states which is having the smallest international border is Nagaland. See, largest international border is with West Bengal and followed by Arunachal Pradesh, and smallest one is Nagaland. So Nagaland is having the smallest border with Myanmar. Then followed by Nagaland, we are having Sikkim. Sikkim is having the second smallest border, and third we are having Manipur. So Manipur has the third smallest border. So these are all the top three with respect to shortest international border, and Nagaland tops the list here. So Nagaland's border here with Myanmar is the smallest one, followed by we are having the Sikkim border here, and then we are having Manipur. So these are the bottom three states with respect to border. Now if you could say, if you take the union territories which are having international borders, so Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, so only Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir are the two union territories which are having international border. So Ladakh is having the maximum international border, followed by Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so only these two things. Among union territory, Ladakh is having the maximum international border, followed by Jammu and Kashmir, because all the other union territories are having maritime border, and landlocked, like Delhi and Chandigarh are landlocked, and other union territory are having maritime border. Okay, and two islands. So it is Ladakh is having the maximum international border among the union territories. So now we saw the land boundaries and we arranged the nation with respect to the land boundaries. Now let us go to the maritime boundaries. So with respect to maritime boundaries, this is the descending order again. Gujarat is having the maximum maritime boundary, followed by Tamil Nadu, and then we are having Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra. So Goa is having the shortest again. So the totally 9 states in India will have the maritime boundary, and totally 17 states are having international border. So if you could see map here, so almost 16 states, because earlier Jammu and Kashmir was also there, that's why I said 17. So almost 16 states are having international border, and 9 states are having maritime border. So these are all the 9 states: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and West Bengal. So among this maritime state, Gujarat is having the maximum border, because it is having a lot of curves here. So this is the maximum maritime border. Followed by that we are having Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu is having the second largest border, and then we are having Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so followed by Gujarat we are having Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is having the second largest border. People will tend to answer Andhra Pradesh, but it is Tamil Nadu. After Tamil Nadu we are having Andhra Pradesh, and then we are having Maharashtra. With respect to small border, it is Goa. Goa is having the smallest one. So that is another thing which is easy to remember. So finally, with respect to international border, if there was a question, which of the following state is sharing border with most number of nations? So which state is sharing border with most number of countries? So then it is going to be Sikkim. So Sikkim shares border with Nepal, then we are having China, then we are having Bhutan. So Sikkim shares border with three nations. So Sikkim with 3. Then we are having West Bengal. So West Bengal shares border with another 3 nations, that is Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. So Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan are having borders with West Bengal. So next we are having Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh also shares border with 3 countries. So after Sikkim and West Bengal, Arunachal Pradesh shares border with Bhutan, then we are having China, and then we are having Myanmar. So 3 states are having borders with 3 countries. Okay, so this is the 3 states. So if there is a question with respect to 2 states, how many states are having borders with respect to 2 nations, then we are having Uttarakhand. So Uttarakhand has border with 2 nations, that is China and Nepal. Then we are having Assam. Assam shares border with Bangladesh and Bhutan. So this is the second one. And then we are having Mizoram. Mizoram shares border with Bangladesh and Myanmar. So 3 states shares border with 3 countries, and 3 states share border with 2 countries. So there are totally 6 again in the list. So this is another list which we can remember. Okay. So with respect to 2 countries, it is Uttarakhand, then we are having Assam, then we are having Mizoram. With respect to 3 countries, it is Sikkim, West Bengal, and Arunachal Pradesh. So the next thing which you are going to see with respect to state boundaries. So the next area will be like, which of the following states shares border with maximum other states? Like for example, Uttar Pradesh shares border with almost 8 states. So 8 states and 1 union territory. So that is a maximum. Then followed by Uttar Pradesh, we are having Assam and Chhattisgarh. They are surrounded by 7 other states. Okay, then it is Karnataka and Maharashtra. So you don't need to remember everything, just remember the top 3, that is Uttar Pradesh, Assam and Chhattisgarh. So for remembering the state boundaries, which state shares border with which other state, this map will be very useful. Okay, this is the topological map of India, and this is a perfect replication of Indian states with borders. Like if you could see, take Uttar Pradesh, it is Uttarakhand 1, Himachal Pradesh 2, Haryana 3, Rajasthan 4, Madhya Pradesh 5, Chhattisgarh 6, Jharkhand 7 and Bihar is 8. So you just see the boundary of this shape of Uttar Pradesh and count which are the other states which are sharing border. If you could say for Chhattisgarh, it is Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Andhra, Telangana, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. So this topological map is a very best map to study the state and its border. Okay, state borders, it is very easy to study and you can easily identify which state is surrounded by which other state. Of course, it is best to study with the map. If you could study with the map, it is best to remember here. But if you want to remember easily or know easily, you can see this topological map, and if you could Google, it will be available, this topological map. See, for if you take for Maharashtra, see like this. See, Gujarat 1, Madhya Pradesh 2, Chhattisgarh 3, Telangana 4, Karnataka 5, Goa 6. So that's why Maharashtra is having 6 here. So easily you can remember this. So if you could see, with respect to Uttar Pradesh map, there is always a contention. There is a junction of 4 states with respect to this Uttar Pradesh border. If you could see this point here, exactly where my mouse pointer is pointing, there is a junction of Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. So you will be having doubt whether which state shares border with which other states. So for such questions, this map is the answer. If you could see here, if you are having a doubt whether Uttar Pradesh shares border with Himachal Pradesh, yes, Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh share border. Okay, Uttar Pradesh is sharing border with Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Haryana, all the 3 other states. Okay, so it is understood here, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana. So all the 3 states are having border with Uttar Pradesh. So that is how it will be useful. If you are having any confusion, you can verify here. So that's why this topological map is used. So, but you will be having another doubt whether Haryana is sharing border with Uttarakhand. If you take Haryana, whether Haryana is sharing border with Uttarakhand or not, there will be a very big question, because it is a junction. This is only one point. So that is no. There is no direct border between Haryana and Uttarakhand. It may appear to be a point which is a common point, but there is no border. If you could see here Haryana, there is no border between Haryana and Uttarakhand. Haryana is surrounded by Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh only, and with Delhi, and there is no border with Uttarakhand here. That's how this topological map will help you. So if you are having further doubts, let us go to the Google Maps and see how this Haryana and Uttarakhand are separated in that particular point. Here, see here, there is a small region, this small area here, starting from here to here. This small stretch, in this small stretch there is a border between Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh and Haryana share border, Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh share border, but there is no border between Haryana here and Uttarakhand here. Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh here, and Uttarakhand and Haryana here. So this is the tri-junction. So actually it is a tri-junction only, it is not a quadra junction. So tri-junction means it is a tri-junction of Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Okay, so I am zooming out and I am showing you. This is actually the tri-junction, and Haryana is not coming here. Haryana shares border only with Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh and not with Uttarakhand. So it is a tri-junction of Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh only. Okay. So Uttar Pradesh is having the maximum number of borders. If you could see minimum, we have to remember the minimum also. So Meghalaya and Sikkim share border with only 1 state, and there are 1, 2, 3, 5 other states which are sharing border with 2 states. So you don't need to remember all the 5 states, but remember just this thing, Meghalaya and Sikkim. If you could see map here, Assam is sharing border, Meghalaya is sharing border only with Assam, and Sikkim is sharing border only with West Bengal. Sikkim with only West Bengal, and Meghalaya is entirely within Assam. Okay. So that is how this map will be useful for you guys. See, with respect to Assam here, 1 Bengal, 2 Meghalaya, 3 Tripura, 4 Mizoram, 5 Manipur, 6 Nagaland and 7 Arunachal Pradesh. So that is how this 7 is coming for Assam. So top is Uttar Pradesh, Assam and Chandigarh, and bottom 2 is Sikkim and Meghalaya, which is sharing border with only 1 state. Goa is sharing border with 2 states. So that will be the next category. So what you guys can do this, you take this topological map and India political and know the borders. You have to clearly understand Kerala is sharing border with only 2 other states, that is Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Andhra is sharing border with Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Andhra is sharing border with all. You have to remember that. So likewise, you just remember the borders of all the states with all the other states using this topological map or the real map. Okay. So whichever is convenient for you guys. So with respect to union territories, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep of course will not have any border, so that's why it is 0 here. So apart from this, we are having Chandigarh. Chandigarh is being shared by Punjab and Haryana, so that's why there is 2. So Chandigarh is located here and it is in the border of Punjab and Haryana. Then we are having Dadar Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Dadar Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu is in the border of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So again it is shared by 2 states. National capital territory, that is Delhi. Delhi is being shared by whom? Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. So both the states are sharing the border. Next we are having Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir shares border with 2 states again, that is Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and 1 union territory, Ladakh. So Jammu and Kashmir, a union territory, share border with 1 union territory and 2 other states, that is Himachal, Punjab. That is a small border between Punjab and Jammu also. Then we are having Ladakh. Ladakh shares border with only 1 state. That 1 state is Himachal Pradesh and 1 union territory is Jammu and Kashmir. And then Puducherry. You know Puducherry is located in 3 states. One is Tamil Nadu, next is Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh it is called as Yanam. Then we are having Kerala. In Kerala it is called as Mahe. Puducherry is located as Mahe in Kerala. So Mahe is located here. Yanam is located near Kakinada here. Okay, this is Yanam and this is Puducherry and Karaikal. So Puducherry is located in 3 states. So that is with respect to the union territory. So the next thing which we are going to see is Tropic of Cancer. Through which of the following states the Tropic of Cancer passes through? So this is the map given here again. So in this map, if you could see, Tropic of Cancer passes through Gujarat 1, Madhya Pradesh 2, then we are having Chandigarh 3, then Jharkhand 4, West Bengal 5, then Tripura and then Mizoram. So in northeast it is Tripura and Mizoram, guys. You have to remember this, Tripura and Mizoram. Then with respect to states, it is Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and West Bengal. Okay, so your work doesn't end here. Okay, so you not only the states which you have to remember, you should also remember the cities through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. Like for example, so this is the official Indian map, India political map. If you could see here, you have to remember even the cities through which the Tropic of Cancer passes. The Tropic of Cancer enters Gujarat here and it starts with Bhuj. So Bhuj is when we saw the 2018 question, which of the following city is closest to the longitude of Delhi? They can also ask which of the following city is closest to Tropic of Cancer. So Bhuj is very close here. Then it passes through Madhya Pradesh. It is very closer to Bhopal again. So this is Tropic of Cancer. It is passing through Bhopal, very close to Bhopal again. In Jharkhand, it goes through Ranchi here. So remember Ranchi. Then it goes to West Bengal. In West Bengal, Calcutta is further south. So if you could see, among all the states through which the Tropic of Cancer passes, their capitals are in the southern direction. That is, here Gandhinagar is in the south of Tropic of Cancer, Bhopal is in the south of Tropic of Cancer, that is Raipur is in the south of Tropic of Cancer, Ranchi is in south and Calcutta is also in south. But if you could see in the northeastern states, their capitals are in the northern, towards in the north of the Tropic of Cancer, that is Agartala is in the north of the Tropic of Cancer here. And again Aizawl is the capital of Mizoram, that is also in the north of the Tropic of Cancer here. So this is another fact which you have to remember. Okay, Tropic of Cancer enters through Gujarat and exists through Mizoram. Okay, so that is another thing. And both the capitals, that is Agartala and Aizawl, they are northern. So that can also be a question. Which of the following cities are north to the Tropic of Cancer, or which of the following cities are south to the Tropic of Cancer? So that can also be a question. So the next thing after Tropic of Cancer which we have to remember is Indian Meridian. Indian Meridian, the line which is passing through Mirzapur in UP, that is at the 82 degree and 30 minutes longitude. So this 82 degree 30 minutes longitude is the Indian Meridian. So this is the this line we are using as the reference for in calculation of Indian Standard Time, which is almost 82 degree 30 minutes east of the Greenwich. Prime meridian passes through London in Greenwich, and it is almost 82 degrees 30 minutes to the east of the prime meridian. Okay, so that is which amounts to 5 hours and 30 minutes, 5.5 hours time difference. So this is our Indian Standard Time, and we have to see the states through which this standard meridian of India passes. It passes through Uttar Pradesh, then Chhattisgarh 2. So for Tropic of Cancer, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 states it was passing through. Standard meridian passes through Uttar Pradesh 1, Chhattisgarh 2, Odisha 3, Andhra Pradesh 4. So it is 4 only. Okay. We might get confused with respect to Telangana and Jharkhand. So Telangana and Jharkhand are nowhere near the prime meridian. That is one thing which we have to remember. It is passing through UP, Chhattisgarh 2, Odisha 3 and Andhra Pradesh 4. So let us see in the official map of Survey of India, and let us identify if any so this is actually the official map of Survey of India, which was released in 2019 after the demarcation of Ladakh. See, this is Mirzapur here, Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. So this is where our Indian meridian passes through. So let us see which of the following cities are coming within the route of this meridian. So towards the north of it, there is no major cities of Mirzapur. Allahabad is just nearby. People tend to say it is Allahabad, but it is Mirzapur. So if you could come south, see Singrauli. So Singrauli is exactly in the same line of Mirzapur. So Singrauli, through the Singrauli in Madhya Pradesh also, our standard meridian passes. Okay, Singrauli. Then if you come south, it is passing through Korba. So if you could see here Mirzapur, Singrauli and Korba. Okay, Korba in Chhattisgarh. Then if we come further south, it passes nearby to Koraput, not exactly in the Koraput, nearby to Koraput, and finally it goes to Andhra Pradesh near Yanam. So Yanam in Kakinada. If you could note, this prime meridian is passing exactly on Kakinada, then it is going nearby to Koraput of Odisha, then it is going exactly nearby to the Korba in Chhattisgarh, and then it is passing over Singrauli and then Mirzapur. Okay, these are all the major cities in the prime meridian. So likewise, we have to understand and identify the cities through which the prime meridian passes, and this can also be a potential questions which they can ask. So the next thing which we have to see with respect to the political map is the alignment of the states, guys. Like with respect to alignments means what I am telling is which of the following state is in the straight line of Rajasthan. Like if you could see which of the following states are aligning with Rajasthan, Haryana is aligning with Rajasthan, UP, Uttarakhand is aligning. Entire northeastern India will align with Rajasthan. If you could draw a line here, see it is aligning. So likewise, Rajasthan is in the same latitude of entire northeastern India. All the states in northeastern India will have the latitude is in the same latitude of Rajasthan. Likewise, you have to remember the states in the same latitude of Gujarat are Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, and Tripura and Mizoram. We can remember this with respect to Tropic of Cancer. So likewise, you have to remember, see, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh and Odisha are in the same line. So likewise, which of the following states are in the same line, that we have to remember. That is another thing which they can ask, because there was a question in 2012, identify the following state, it is in the same latitude as that of Rajasthan. So this was a statement which they gave. Like I'll show you the statement for you. So this was a question which they asked in 2012. A particular state in India has following characteristics. It is located on the same latitude which passes through the northern Rajasthan. So northern Rajasthan. Then they gave other features. So which of the following state is having the same latitude of northern Rajasthan? If you could see the map here, northern Rajasthan, the state which is having in northern Rajasthan is Arunachal Pradesh, not Assam or Himachal Pradesh or Uttarakhand. So that's why, guys, I am telling you, just remember this alignment. Then the states which is in the same longitude of Uttar Pradesh, see, Uttar Pradesh is having the same longitude of Uttar Pradesh is, likewise you have to remember Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, then we are having Telangana, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, likewise. So again, it is very difficult to study in one day. So that's why it is an entire 1 year process. So map reading is not a 1 day process or a 1 week process. It is a 1 year process, entire year process you have to do. Whenever you are getting a random free time, just take out your atlas and gaze the map. Have a good gaze on the atlas and observe. So observation skills are very important. Observe and gaze the atlas and identify such traits. Okay. So you can do with respect to cities also. Like we saw the cities through the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. We saw Gandhinagar, Bhopal, Ranchi, then Kolkata, all those things. Apart from that, we can also see another alignment. See, Chennai and Bangalore are in the same latitude. They are almost in the same equal line. So that is one thing which we can remember. If you see another thing, Chennai, Amravati and Lucknow. Chennai, Amravati and Lucknow are also in the almost same line. Can you see this? So likewise, you just find alignment. You cannot do that for all the cities. At least do for the capitals. What I am showing here is only the capitals. Like Chennai and Bangalore are in the same line. Chennai, Amravati and Lucknow are in the same longitude. Likewise, identify the pattern. If you see here, Patna and Shillong are in the straight line. Lucknow and Dispur are in the straight line. Lucknow and Dispur are in the straight line. Then Bhopal and Ranchi are in the straight line. Likewise, you have to identify. Okay, just identify such patterns which are emerging from map and observe and identify them and study that. Okay, so that is one good exercise. If you could extend that, see Jaipur, Lucknow and Dispur we can extend to 3 cities, Jaipur, Lucknow and Dispur of Assam. All the 3 are in almost same line. Okay, so likewise just have a pattern. So Itanagar will be same. Here we are having Agra. So Agra and Itanagar will be in the same region. So this is Agra. This is the place where we are having Agra. So Agra and Itanagar will be in the same line. So likewise just identify the patterns and study. You just do that randomly. You can't do that in an organized way. Just randomly take map and observe it. So like that you can study. So the next thing with respect to map is I would like to show the topmost and bottommost points. The topmost point is called as Indra Kol. So this is Indra Kol is located here. It is located in Ladakh. So it is Indra Kol. And this is the bottommost point, which is Indra Point, which is located in Andaman. Okay, bottommost point in Indian map is Kanyakumari, but bottommost point in of India in total, this Indra Point. This Indra Point is further south to Kanyakumari. If you could see here, this blue line is the line which is passing through Kanyakumari, and it is further southern. So the next thing, so the next fact which you have to remember with respect to state is largest state by area. So the state which is largest state in India by with respect to area is Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is the largest, followed by Rajasthan we are having Madhya Pradesh. So Madhya Pradesh first follows the Rajasthan, then we are having Maharashtra. So earlier we also had Andhra Pradesh in the league, but Andhra Pradesh was bifurcated, so it became small. So Rajasthan is the first, then we are having Madhya Pradesh, and then we are having Maharashtra. Okay, these are all the top 3 largest states. So after that only we are having UP. People tend to confuse with UP. UP is the most populous state. With respect to population, UP is the largest, but not with respect to area. With respect to area, it is Rajasthan, then we are having Madhya Pradesh, and then we are having Maharashtra, and fourth only is UP. Now let us see the smallest ones. The smallest state in India is Goa. People will tend to confuse with Sikkim. Sikkim is the second smallest. It is having an area of 7,000 square kilometer, but Goa is only 3,000 square kilometer. So Goa is half that of Sikkim. So Goa is the smallest, and then we are having Sikkim. So this is the classification of state with respect to area. So next we will see the order with respect to population. So this is the Wikipedia page. With respect to population, it is Uttar Pradesh, followed by Maharashtra, and then Bihar. So you just remember the top 3 and bottom 3. Bottom least populous state also you should know. So that is Sikkim, and then we are having Mizoram. So Mizoram, Sikkim is the least populous state, then Mizoram, then Arunachal Pradesh, and then only we are having Goa. So Goa may be small with respect to area, but Sikkim is the smallest with respect to population. Then let us go to the union territories. With respect to union territory, the most populous union territory is none other than Delhi. Delhi is the most populous. Followed by Delhi, we are having Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu and Kashmir also is a union territory. So that is the second. So with respect to union territory, it is Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, and then only we are having Puducherry. And the least populous one is Lakshadweep. Of course, it is obvious. Okay. So this is with respect to the population. So guys, we have come to the end of the video. In this video, we have seen a holistic view or holistic picture of the India political map. I hope this video would be helpful for you to identify the fundamentals which we have to be strong with. Okay. Thank you. We'll see in another video.